we have two versions of this. We have the version from Te Karere, which is much better picture. But to be honest, we were watching Jordan's version today, and this has much better sound. So whilst the picture is smaller, and we do think about having an audio podcast, but we're going to play this one because the sound quality is better than the TVNZ one. So we're going to play this full 5.5 minutes. I don't imagine there's going to be much interrupting unless we want to point out, for example, that point where she brought the three parties together. But let's just have a listen to this to wrap up the show. What a great way to wrap up the show, which has been focusing on this amazing day. Have a listen.
Te ariki nui kuini ngā waihono I te pōtatau te wherowhero te tuawaru. Te whare kahui ariki whānui, kua rangatira koe I tō tātou nei whikoe I tēnei rā. Ka noho whakaiti tō tātou iwi Māori I a koe. I tō arahi I a mātou ki runga o Paremata. Ka noho whakapihi tō tātou kingi I a koe. Our sovereign, my queen, who came out of mourning and heard the cries of her people to carry them on their last leg. Ko koe te rā taku koini, pai marire ki a koe. I may have been suspended for 24 hours and not let in the gates to the debating chambers. But the next day I showed up outside the steps with 100,000 of my people. Marching with our heads held high and our flags waving with pride. This march was never about the bill. I ripped that in half and chucked it away. This march was about us. Walking, marching, side by side, generation by generation. This bill divides us as a country. The treaty unites us. All ages, all races. My karanga that I translated this morning was, Governor, I welcomed you here and you have made me feel unwelcome in the place that I belong. My biggest mihi goes out to every single one of you over the past 9 days. We've seen our people run, cook, porphyry, usher, drive, walk, traffic patrol, police, Māori wardens, banner holders, ringawera, videographers, all ages and all different races coming together for Te Tiriti o Waitangi. My kurahu woke up at 2 a.m. this morning. E kore au e ware tia ki a koutou ngā tamariki, ngā mokopuna, I whikoe mai te rerenga wairua, tainua ki konei ki poneke. This place is lonely. This place is isolating. We hear you and we feel you. So go on your phone for 2 minutes and register on the Māori roll. Because if every single Māori person registered on the Māori roll, we would have 20 automatic Māori seats here in Parliament. We would be the kingmakers and we would never have to decide who can mess with our rights and our sovereignty as an Indigenous people here in Aotearoa. We are the kingmakers, we are the sovereign people of this land and the...
That would be really interesting to know, Chewy. If the Māori role has increased significantly through this, we'll be able to find that out. That'd be really interesting to know because, you know, she's right. She's right.
The world is watching us here, not because of the system, not because of the rules, but because we haka and because we have our reo and because we have our culture and our grandparents and my nana Hana who came here and delivered the reo for the Piti Hana, her grandkid, her reo fluently and come and suck it to them. I'm not here to speak long because my job is not to speak out here, it's to speak in there. But I just want to mihi to all the opposition parties who came out here in full force, not just Te Pāti Māori, Te Pāti Kātere ki te Pāti Reipa koutou katoa. We are a strong, united front.
That's the moment. I'll go back. That's the moment that this amazing 21-year-old, when those of us who call ourselves stupid words like commentators or, you know, whatever, and we think we know a thing or two, and we go, where does the Māori Party fit? Are they left? You know, they used to be kind of centrist. They've gone with John. Where do they fit in this? And how would it work? In one sentence, Hana unites the three parties as one to move forward in one sentence. It's amazing.
Who came out here in full force, not just Te Pāti Māori, Te Pāti Kātere ki te Pāti Reipa koutou katoa. We are a strong, united front.
Yeah.
I end with this. Thank you for not letting me be alone on my 24-hour suspension. My card declined when I got my groceries. But that's okay, because I know that we're here, and I know that we're strong, and I know our King would be proud of us today. I end with this. The world is watching us. The world is watching us. Te iwi Māori. Whatever we do next, all Indigenous people are relying on us. It's not just about us, Te iwi Māori, it's about us as Indigenous people liberating ourselves to Hawaii ki hou. So who's coming with us?
So she's not just uniting Māori, but every Indigenous person on the face of the planet. She's 21, and that's what she just said. The world is watching, and this needs to happen for Indigenous people all over the world. Sure, I'm following. I'm a follower. I'm on. Amazing.
Yeah, look, and this is something that was echoed by other speakers. For those of the paler persuasion, such as moi, this is not something we need to be afraid of. This is something that is for us as well. I think the people that fear Māori and Indigenous people around the world trying to redress everything that's gone on in the last 100, 150, 200, 250 years around the world, all of these things about colonialism, it's always a fear that it's going to be as bad for Pākehā, for Europeans, as it was for the colonized. And I think that in itself is acknowledgement that colonization was a bad time, that it hasn't been fair. There's always a fear of the backswing. But I've already said it tonight. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep fucking saying it until people start to notice. What is good for Māori is good for us. It's good for us all. There's cleaner rivers. There's better management of our resources. It is a fairer and more equitable society. This whole day, this hikoi, has made me proud of where I live.
Yeah.
It's made me proud of the people that I saw march. It has made me proud for everybody looking on and in awe of going, is this a moment? I think it is a moment. And I think it's fair to acknowledge exactly what Hana said, with all of the mana and everything backing her up. And Labour, I hope you were listening.
Yeah. Yep.